Waleed and Steve Clemens back in, who are live in Washington, is listening in, I think, to all of that. Waleed, apart from the weave and the SpaceX bit, what did you make of it?
What do you mean apart from? That was the best bit. I was getting right into that. I don't know if Steve agrees with me. What did you make of? I mean, you know, a victory speech is always kind of a bit of a. It's planting a flag, isn't it?
Donald Trump is happy. I mean, he's very happy. He won the presidency without like storming Capitol Hill or, you know, Capitals again, or, you know, challenging ballot boxes. I mean, he kind of won fair and square, and you could hear the joy in his voice and kind of the disbelief in a way. But I think, you know, when he says he's talking about wanting to heal the nation, I sort of felt that was one of the more genuine moments I've heard from him lately, and a positive moment. I haven't heard him be positive in quite a while.
Well, you say he's happy he won the election. He is, as it stands, winning the popular vote, and comfortably, which he's never done before. This is an important point to make. In 2016,
well,
he did not win the popular vote.
We should also make clear that not many Republicans have won the popular vote for many, many years. And since 1988, if I'm correct, the Democrats have always won the popular vote, and the Republicans have been scoring victories by winning the Electoral College. If Donald Trump wins both the popular vote and the Electoral College, that is a true history. I mean, Donald Trump likes to be the first, likes to be, you know, do something no one else has done, and that's going to be a huge, huge deal if he wins the popular vote.
So we heard J.D. Vance get up and speak briefly. I think Georgie mentioned it there, the idea of the greatest political comeback that will lead to the greatest economic comeback. We're now seeing, I don't think it's official in all the states, but he's going to win, it seems, the blue wall. He's going to break that blue wall, those industrial states in the north. What does this economic comeback look like?
Well, you know, with Donald Trump, you never are really sure, so I don't want to ascribe too much structure to it. But look, we know Donald Trump is going to put attention on two immediate things: tariffs on Chinese products coming in that compete with American manufacturing and American production. And I think also the border, so that's competition from labor against labor. And that's going to help. American workers feel that that package of things is going to help them in ways that were very different than the quote-unquote opportunity economy that Kamala Harris was talking about, that had not very many specifics. Donald Trump has been laying out specifics. I'm going to tariff them. I'm going to, you know, put tariffs across the board. But I think that's going to be part of it. And it is obvious why that works for Michigan and Pennsylvania. It's interesting with Wisconsin. But there are a lot of other issues out there, but these turned out to be big ones. And
we heard him talking about Elon Musk in the ad break. He had a lot of stories to tell about Elon Musk. I don't think we need to recount the stories right now, but the relationship with Elon Musk is really important.
I think you said something. Not only Elon Musk, remember who's not on that stage, but just as important is Peter Thiel. These are two tech billionaires. Peter Thiel is the one who pushed J.D. Vance into that vice president slot. He is one of the PayPal, you know, founders. And I think that one of the things we've seen is, what do these Silicon Valley tech bros get for their support of Donald Trump? Because they've been very angry at the Biden-Harris administration for the way that tech has been beaten up on. And I think that's something we haven't talked about, but it's going to be a big deal.
Was Elon Musk pivotal, do you think, in this victory?
I do. I think Elon Musk, 15 days out, came up with an ingenious and, in my view, highly illegal plan, but I'm not a judge and jury. But he basically began a lottery for people in battleground states and said he'll give $1 million a day out to someone in one of these states, and he'll particularly give other special little treats and rewards to people in Pennsylvania for bringing in new people who register to vote and who believe and sign a deal supporting the freedom of speech and the freedom to bear arms, guns. And I think this had a very big swelling effect. I think when we look back, as I said it on your show, this was an ingenious move, and it's really going to change turnout and also change the number of registrations they have in those battleground states.
Remarkable that the Democrats didn't seem to do anything about it.
They were really slow, scratched their head and said, maybe that's illegal. Maybe we should talk to some judges. But they didn't move fast enough.
So let's take stock. Trump wins, it looks like, the Electoral College handily. He wins the popular vote. The Republicans are going to control the Senate. They'll control Congress.
Maybe the House.
This is a wipeout.
It's a wipeout.
It's
a
genuine wipeout. And also bear in mind, that Trump's vice president is not Mike Pence, a traditional sort of Republican. It's J.D. Vance from MAGA land. Are we witnessing the remaking of America here?
Yes. This is going to be an era of pugnacious American nationalism. And we're going to have to figure out what that means, but it's going to be big.
Well, will probably cost you a lot to discuss it over the years. Steve, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, Waleed and Steve. And yeah, to their point, when Trump introduced J.D. Vance, he said, I love this guy. I just tell him to go on the enemy networks and he does it. So it's definitely a different choice
He
to
also
Pence.
said that glowing endorsement turned out to be a great choice.
Yeah. Well, he did cop some heat in the beginning.
He did.
He's also got an amazing story, right? I mean, he came from virtually nothing. He went to an Ivy League school after joining the Marines and made a man of himself and is now the Vice President-elect of the USA.